Okay, so it's not like there's anything else to talk about NBA related.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the nine. It's just a joke.
So I'm gonna talk about one of the awards, not the MVP, not the Coach of the Year, none of that. It's the Most Improved Player award because I don't like it, and I don't like what I feel like it's becoming. Yeah, well, I don't like what it's becoming. So I originally was going to title this video "Ja ruined the Most Improved Player award," but then I realized no need to jump on a man and start stopping him out when he's already down for the count. So I'm just going to say the problem with MIP and this tweet. I mean, wow, this was inspired by a tweet I saw from I think Bleacher Report, where it was talking about Shea, and he had 38, a Shea type of night, and they said MIP with a question mark. And no, if he wins this award after Ja won it, it's ruining the award because first of all, let's talk about the year Ja won it last year, and Ja shouldn't have won it because are we surprised that he went from a young star to a superstar? That shouldn't surprise any of y'all for real. And he shouldn't have won it given there were guys last year like a Jordan Poole who really emerged into a young star before when he was really a guy that was in and out the G League. People, when he was drafted, talked about him like he was the worst pick in the whole draft, given that he was a first-round pick. And he was a guy who was like a rotational type player, and he turned into a dude that was part of the reason that they were able to win the finals, given how good he played in Curry's absence. And he played so well that they were able to ease Curry back into starting. And then you have a guy like a Darius Garland, who a lot of people bash on after having a not so good rookie year and just being, I think, slow to what we all thought he could be, then jumping off the page and being an all-star and being one of the best point guards in this league. And that all happened the same year Ja won it. I'm not taking anything away from Ja, but I'm just saying, if we're giving it for the most improved, those two dudes came from places they improved to places we didn't really think they would reach then. Ja improved to a place where we're like, okay, that makes sense. That tracks. A lot of people saw it coming. This is not an award that you should be able to predict at all, in my opinion. And even I think Ja himself recognized that, hey, I shouldn't have won this award. That same year he won it, he gave it to his teammate Desmond Bane, who again was a dude, it was his second year, but he made a tremendous leap for them. And, him and his short arms are out there bowling. I shouldn't say that. I have short arms too. I should really be supporting my fellow dinosaur arm brother. Supporting the fact that he was able to reach to them heights. See what I did there? But,
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
yeah. And it's like, I don't think a young star should win this award, especially a guy who was a lottery pick, showed why he was that. Won Rookie of the Year, shouldn't win Most Improved Player because why are we surprised that he's improving? This should not be an award that you should be able to kind of see coming. And now back to this year, no one should be surprised with the jumps Shea is making if you watch basketball. Shea last year was a borderline all-star. Shea has shown the flashes and shown that he is more than capable of being the star of this league since his second year when he was the second best player on a top 5 team with Chris Paul. And at times, he was the number one guy because Chris Paul is not really a number one guy, even though he is. But you shouldn't be surprised that Shea is doing what he's doing. And this is not me bagging on Shea or bagging. What the heck? This is not me trying to take credit away from Shea and what he's doing because Shea is cold, man. This man is going to be so good. He already is really good. He gets to the rim with ease, can finish however you want him to. But it's like this is not his award to win because we're not surprised. He didn't come out of nowhere. What he's doing doesn't shock us. Now, someone who should win this award is Lauri Markkanen, Laurie, whichever way you want to say his name, because he came out of nowhere. If I would have told you that Lauri Markkanen would have been an all-star starter at the beginning of this year, you would have called me crazy and said I was on that crack. But I'm not on that crack. I'm clean. And Lauri really did do that. And I know I just said the lottery pick thing, and Lauri was a lottery pick, but his thing was he was a lottery pick in Chicago, didn't quite pan out. He was shipped to Cleveland for nothing, played all right, was serviceable in Cleveland, and then was thrown into the Donovan Mitchell deal. You know, no one talked about it because, again, Donovan Mitchell was the one being traded. And then he went to Utah and has emerged into a 25, 24 point per game scorer and is looking like a type of guy that could be a cornerstone piece that you build around or add a star player to. And that's hard to find and come across. And his game has evolved so much. He's become a guy who has the ball in his hands, who has been attacking. He's also a capable rim defender. Like, it's insane the improvement that he's made to literally becoming a guy who should be, right, and rightfully so, in all NBA conversations. And I love that for him. And I think this award should be given to him. It already should be in his possession because no one's improved like him. I mean, you can make a debate, and rightfully so, for a guy like Jalen Brunson, who came to New York after having a really good postseason, but came there. There were a bunch of people who thought he was overpaid, wasn't worth giving up a pick for because they, quote-unquote, tampered, which is something I think everybody does. And he came there, and now he is a guy who should have been an all-star, will be in all-NBA conversations, and is the reason why this is one of the best Knicks teams we've seen since the Melo years. But it's Lauri's to win, in my opinion. It should be his. Like I said, it should be already at his crib with his name on it. Now, who should win this award, and what should the criteria be? For me, it should always be someone who, like I said, comes out of nowhere. There should not be an award people are able to predict. The fact that people were predicting a guy like Anthony Edwards to win it disgusted me because I love Anthony Edwards in his game, but no, we expect that man at some point to take a superstar jump. So when he does, we shouldn't sit there and applaud him. I mean, we should, but he shouldn't get an award for it. If anything, when he makes that jump, he should be up for awards like MVP if he's making the jump that we think he should make. So, yeah, it should be for guys that literally come out of nowhere that we don't predict coming, and especially guys like in the Lauri's case who have bounced around. And even if we look back like Julius Randle, he was a guy who bounced around for two teams before he made it to New York and went from a starting caliber dude to a dude who was all NBA and in MVP conversations. That's insane to me. So all I'm going to say is, what I'm going to finish off saying is, if Shea wins it, I'm going to be mad. And I think Ja winning has set a precedent that this award shouldn't have, in my opinion. So I'm rooting for Lauri to win it. I'm not taking anything away from Ja and Shea because those are young superstars in this league and guys who are going to run this league. But this award is beneath them. It's just beneath them. That's just how it is. So thank you for watching and listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you for getting to this point in the video. And I love y'all. Please like and subscribe and have a good day.